Hi there, and welcome to Lost in Literature. So, today finally I'll be completing Act 2, that is scene 3 and 4. I'm going to finish with both of them. All right, so just pay attention. And I don't know if you remember what went on in the previous scene. You had all these conspirators turning up at Caesar's house, and they were kind of, encouraging him, urging him to come to the Senate house. And you met all the conspirators there, Decius and the rest of them. So Caesar then just refuses to listen to Calpurnia, who falls at his feet and begs to him not to go to the Senate house. But he is adamant. He wants to go. All right, after listening to Decius misinterpreting the dream, so that he can lure Caesar out of the house. All right. So, at, now in this particular scene, you have a gentleman, a Roman gentleman called Artemidorus, who's waiting in the streets to warn Caesar about his impending assassination. So, Artemidorus says, Caesar, beware of Brutus, take heed of Cassius, come not near Casca, have an eye to Cinna, trust not Trebonius, mark well Metellus Cimber, Decius Brutus loves thee not. So don't get fooled by him. Thou hast wronged Caius Ligarius, don't forget that. This man is not your friend. All right, so be careful of him. There is but one mind in all these men. They have just one thing in their mind, and that is to kill you. They're going to kill you. They're going to assassinate you. And their mind is bent against Caesar. It's all directed against you. None of these people are for you. All right? If thou beest not immortal, all right, remember that you are not immortal. Okay? Look about you. Be careful of what you're doing. Security gives way to conspiracy. Security here means overconfidence. Please stop being overconfident. Artemidorus is really warning Caesar here not to be overconfident, because that encourages conspiracy, plotting, right? The mighty gods defend thee, thy lover. He's signing off Artemidorus. So he says, now only the gods can save you. No one mortal human can save you, because you're bent upon going to the Senate house. And this is my warning against that. Here will I stand till Caesar pass along. So now this gentleman is going to stand there till Caesar passes along. And as a suitor, will I give him this? And as someone, I'm going to pretend that I have to make a request to Caesar. I don't want people around me to know that this is a letter warning him. That's quite wise of Artemidorus. So he says, I'm going to give this letter to Caesar as if it's for a request. My heart laments, my heart really cries that virtue, goodness cannot live out of the teeth of emulation. Emulation means when you are copying somebody to emulate somebody, but here the meaning is a little different. Here it means when you want what the other person has and you can't have it, and then you become jealous. All right? So that is the meaning here. Fine. So he says, people do become jealous, and they're not going to, allow Caesar to get on the throne that easily. So he says, please be careful. If thou read this, O Caesar, you may live. If not, the fates with traitors do contrive. If you don't read it, that's it. Your destiny then is going to make sure that you are available for the conspirators to plot against you and finish you off. All right? So that is chapter 3. That's a neat one. No? That's how, I mean, not chapter 3, I'm sorry, scene 3. It's quite a short one, and that's how it should be, really. All right, scene 4. Now you know that Portia was very worried about her husband. She had fallen at her husband's feet and kept begging him to share with her why he was worried. And somewhere along the line, I think he gave in, because now Portia is absolutely on the alert. Either she has sensed, or Brutus has definitely told her a somewhat compromised version of his intentions. All right, that's how it seems here. Okay, Rome, outside Brutus's house. Enter Portia and Lucius. Portia, I pray thee, boy, run to the Senate house. Now, if you remember, Lucius is one of their servants. So Portia says, please go to the Senate house. Stay not to answer me. Don't stand here. Go right now, but get thee gone. Why dost thou stay? Why on earth are you continuing to stand there? For God's sake, go to the Senate house. All right? Lucius, to know my errand, ma'am. I'm standing here so that you'll tell me what you want me to do. Portia, I would have had thee there and here again. I can tell thee what thou shouldst do there. So she says, I'd rather have you gone and back here before I tell you what I want you to do there. Because there is that much urgency in the situation. Now she's adding this aside. I mean, she's talking more to herself. Oh, constancy, firmness, loyalty. Be strong upon my side. Be with me. Set a huge mountain, a solid mountain between my heart and my tongue. So please prevent me from opening up and expressing my emotions frankly. Please stop me. All right? That means Brutus has told us something. That's what it means. I have a man's mind. I have a man's mind. I know what's in a man's mind. That is Brutus's mind. Now she kind of freely admits it. She knows what her husband is doing. But a woman's might. All right, but I only have a woman's power to hold a secret. How hard it is for women to keep counsel, to hold secrets. Now she turns around to Lucius. Art thou here yet? Haven't you gone? I told you to go. Lucius, madam, what should I do? Run to the capital and nothing else? And so return to you and nothing else? What do you want me to do? Tell me that, I pray. That's what Lucius is requesting Portia to do. All right, now Portia is giving him something to do. Yes, bring me word, boy, if thy lord looks well. Tell me, is Brutus all right? All right? Does he look all right? Because he went looking quite sick. And take good note what Caesar doth, and also observe what Caesar is doing, and what suitors are the people who make requests. That's normal, because now Caesar as such is going to obtain great power, so he's going to be in a position to do a lot of favors for people, and you have people here approaching him as suitors. All right, so when suitors press to him, appeal to him, draw close to him, And take a good note at that time, note what's going on. And then she says, hark, boy. Suddenly she hears something. What noise is that? Lucius says, I hear none, ma'am. Portia, prithee, listen well, listen carefully. I heard a bustling rumour, I heard a sound like a fray, like a fight, like a riot on the streets, and the wind brings it from the direction of the capital. So, listen to it carefully. Lucius, soothe, madam. Be calm, I hear nothing. And at that point, you have the soothsayer coming along outside Brutus's house. That's where they were, both of them, Lucius and Portia. They were standing outside Brutus's house. Portia, come hither, fellow. Which way hast thou been? Meaning, from where are you coming? Are you coming from the Capitol or from the opposite direction? The soothsayer says, at mine own house, good lady. Portia, what is it, 2 o'clock? What time is it? What is it, o'clock? What time is it, soothsayer? About the ninth hour, lady. 9 o'clock. Is Caesar yet gone to the capital? Madam, not yet, replies the soothsayer. I go to take my stand to see him pass on to the capital. Portia, thou hast some suit to Caesar, hast thou not? Aren't you planning to make some kind of a request to Caesar? Is that what you're planning? All right. So, soothsayer says, that I have, lady. If it will please Caesar to be so good to Caesar as to hear me, I shall beseech him to befriend himself. Now, I hope Caesar will be good enough to listen to me so that I can tell him, first and foremost, to be a friend to himself. That means take care. Portia, why? Knowest thou, do you know that some harm is intended towards him? Soothsayer, none that I know will be. But see, he says, look, I don't think, none that I know will be. I don't know for sure. But much that I fear may chance. But I fear what might happen. Because soothsayer is somebody who can predict the future. So he is afraid for Caesar. So he says, good morrow to you. Here the street is narrow. You know that the street is quite narrow. And the throng means crowd. The crowd that follows Caesar at the heels of senators, right? People holding power in the government, senators, praetors, they are the magistrates, and common suitors, common people who want to make a request to him, will crowd around a feeble man, a weak man, almost to death. So, I'm going to get a place more empty. I don't want to go and stand in the crowd. I'm going to stand in a more empty place and there speak to great Caesar as he comes along. I want to talk to him, tell him, Portia, I must go in. Now the soothsayer has gone away and Portia wants to go in. Ay me, how weak a thing the heart of woman is. See, she's so afraid that she'll let Brutus down by opening her mouth. How weak the heart of woman is. O Brutus, the heavens speed thee in thine enterprise. So now she's praying to heaven to make Brutus successful in his plans. All right, and to make him successful quickly. And aside, she's saying, sure, the boy heard me. Now she knows this Lucius fellow is still standing around, I think. So she tells him, Brutus hath a suit, a request that Caesar will not grant. So there you are. She's, opened her mouth and made this remark, O Brutus, let heaven speed you, help you in your plan. And then she says, oh my God, she suddenly remembers Lucius is standing around. So she says, She tells him Brutus has a suit, a request to make to Caesar, and Caesar may not grant that. Then aside she says, "Oh, I grow faint. I'm so worried." Then she says, "Rotten Lucius, and commend me to my lord. Go there, give my love, give my good wishes to Brutus. All right? Say I'm merry. Come to me again, and bring me word what he doth say to me. So come to me and tell me what he wants to convey to me." So that is the errand on which she's sending him. And with that, we come to the end of Act 2, Scene 3 and 4. So I will leave you at that and meet you again. And I think I should take up your short stories for some time. I'm getting a little tired of Julius Caesar. What do you say? So if you like my channel, do hit a like. I really could do with likers, all right? And do subscribe to my channel. You will find it quite comfortable to follow Julius Caesar as I explain. In fact, you can lie down and listen to it a few times. And as I'm reading the text, also while explaining, the words will kind of stay with you and will help you tackle your extract questions very well. So, with that, I'll sign off. Bye for now.